close. Stay here and stand guard. On me. Bloody hell.
Every man has an animal within. If you push too much, you might unleash the beast.
How's it, folks? We have just gotten our first bit of official news about Dying Light the Beast. Quick summary is that it will be replacing what would have been the DLC 2 for Dying Light 2. So those of you who bought the Ultimate Edition for Dying Light 2 would receive Dying Light the Beast for free. And if you buy the Ultimate Edition or upgrade to it before September the 30th, you will also receive Dying Light Beast for free. After which you will need to pay a separate amount to purchase it. We don't know when it's going to come out. This is basically just the announcement trailer with a little bit of extra information. So I'm going to go through the FAQ for Dying Light the Beast quickly and then go into other details that we know about at the moment. Starting off with the first question about this being the DLC 2 for Dying Light 2 Stay Human. And they say it initially started during our work on DLC 2, but a story leak made us rethink the narrative, the scope, and the general approach. When we decided to make Carl Crane the hero of Dying Light the Beast, it gave us a powerful boost of inspiration. Like many of you, we really wanted to bring Carl back to do justice to the hero of Haran. That's how Dying Light the Beast was born. A self-contained zombie survival adventure offering a new setting, new set of gameplay features, and a new story, culminating in a standalone 18 plus hours adventure. Second question is about the story DLC as part of the package for the Ultimate Edition for Dying Light 2. And then they said, we are grateful to our community that supported us since the launch of Dying Light 2 and has been patient with us. To show our appreciation, we will be offering Dying Light the Beast at no extra cost to all owners of the Dying Light 2 Ultimate Edition. We hope that upgrading your experience from a story DLC to a full standalone game will make up for the time you have been waiting. Next question is about, does that mean I can get Dying Light the Beast via buying the Ultimate Edition Ultimate Upgrade? And they said yes, up until September the 30th, 2024. Everyone who owns the Ultimate Edition by that time will be eligible to receive Dying Light the Beast at no extra cost. And then what is the launch date and how much will the game cost? And then they said, while we haven't announced the release date and price just yet, we are approaching the point of content completion and we'll share this info as soon as we are ready. Next is who do our players? And then they go, you play as Carl Crane, the man whose selflessness during the initial virus outbreak saved many from a fate worse than death. But if you've never played Dying Light before, this standalone adventure presents a great introduction to the franchise. Next is how big is the game? And then they answer, our goal has been to find the sweet spot between it being too short and too long, so instead of overwhelming players with scale, it will offer a rich, concentrated gaming experience, like a double shot of espresso. Right now we are looking at around 18 to 20 hours of thrilling survival action. The next question is, what new gameplay features will we experience in Dying Light the Beast? And the answer, as you play as Carl Crane, the long-lost hero from the original Dying Light game, you explore a tightly crafted new open world set in the countryside, with lots of variety and new 4x4 vehicles to expand movement options. We also added new and deadlier enemies and new weapons. Next question is, where does the game take place? The game takes place in a rural region. The open world of Dying Light the Beast is different to the urban setting of Villador. The Valley of Castor Woods is home to a national park with mountains, forests, fields, and swamps, small villages, industrial complexes, and the touristy Old Town, which is perfect for parkour. The new location is densely packed and tightly crafted with lots of mysteries to uncover. On which platforms will the game be available? On PC, current and old gen consoles for Xbox and PlayStation. Then in relation to Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2, when does Dying Light the Beast happen? The story of the original Dying Light took place in 2015, while Dying Light 2 was set in 2036. The story of Dying Light the Beast begins right after the events of Dying Light 2 Stay Human, which is over 20 years after the events of the original Dying Light. And then how does Dying Light the Beast differ from Dying Light 1 and Dying Light 2? In Dying Light the Beast, there are many new elements, including a new countryside environment that we haven't seen in any Dying Light games before. The game also brings a bunch of new gameplay features like 4x4 vehicles and new weapons. Although Dying Light Beast will feel unique, you will find the core elements that make Dying Light special are still present. And then the last question is, will Dying Light the Beast have achievements? And they go, yes, it is a standalone game and will offer a set of its own achievements. And then if you go to the store pages for the game, it goes into a little more detail by saying that Dying Light the Beast is a thrilling standalone zombie adventure set in the post-apocalyptic Castor Woods, a once popular tourist destination. After 13 years of enduring experiments, you escape and hunt down your captors to seek retribution, only to discover there's far more at stake. While the region is not as populated as it once was, there are still people and factions here, as well as plenty of horrors. Some will ask for your help, others will want to kill you, and that's not to mention the mysterious creature that's turned the woods into its personal hunting grounds. Then they repeat a bit about you playing Carl Crane, you escape captivity after a decade, find your place in a world that's changed and not for the better, and you have to use your survival skills that keep you alive all those years ago to save even more innocent lives. They once again specify it's once bustling tourist destination that's home to a diminishing number of survivors and an increasing population of zombies. Featuring natural landmarks, small villages, and industrial complexes, the setting offers diverse traversal options. Whether it's using your parkour skills to get an upper hand on your enemies or hopping into an abandoned 4x4 to outrun the horrors of the night. And then unleash the beast to survive. They caged you like an animal. Years of brutal experimentation took its toll, but the zombie DNA and yours are now intertwined so that you are able to unleash a beast-like power. It flows through your veins. No one can take it from you. Use it, and you'll discover it's not just a curse. Savor the day, outlast the night. The day brings many possibilities to explore the region and make the most of your time while the sun is still out. But after sundown, the laws of nature take their course. Darkness tends to bring out the worst in the horde, leaving you with no other choice but to run, hide, or fight. And then it is a single player experience, but you can play up to 4 player in co-op, just like the previous Dying Light games. And then the minimum system requirements for the PC is Windows 7, Intel Core i3 9100 or AMD Ryzen 3 2300X, 8GB of RAM, NVIDIA GTX 1050 Ti or an AMD RX 560 4GB VRAM. And then the recommended is Windows 10, AMD Intel CPU running at 3.6 GHz or higher, AMD Ryzen 5 3600X or Intel i5 8600K or newer, and then 16 GB of RAM, and then RTX 2060 6GB NVIDIA card or an AMD RX Vega 56 8GB. And that's pretty much most of the information that's officially available for the standalone game, which is going to be replacing the DLC 2 for Dying Light 2. I'm curious to find out more about it, but I'm going to stay a bit cautious at the moment because I worry that with you being able to change into the beast, that the nights are not going to be as scary or dangerous compared to the other games in the series. But based on the trailer, they also seem to be leaning into the horror elements a little bit more. So I'm going to take a wait and see approach. And then, of course, I'll keep you guys updated as I learn more information. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Good night and good luck.